Hellfire Club, Ireland's most haunted and sinister gathering place. High in the Dublin mountains, overlooking the city of Dublin, sits the ruins of a structure known as the Hellfire Club, a place infamous for its dark history, occult activities, and eerie hauntings. Built in the 18th century, the club was once a hunting lodge for the wealthy elite, but it soon became synonymous with debauchery, devil worship, and unspeakable rituals. Over time, the building's reputation grew darker, with rumors of mysterious deaths, supernatural occurrences, and satanic rites practiced by its members. Today, the Hellfire Club stands as a crumbling ruin, but it remains one of the most haunted locations in Ireland, attracting ghost hunters and thrill-seekers eager to uncover its sinister past. Origins of the Hellfire Club. The building that would later become known as the Hellfire Club was constructed in 1725 by William Connolly, the Speaker of the Irish House of Commons, as a hunting lodge. Built on the site of an ancient passage tomb, the original lodge was made from stone quarried directly from the tomb, an act many believe cursed the building from the very beginning. According to local legend, disturbing the ancient burial ground angered the spirits of the dead, and it was not long before strange events began to occur in the lodge. The lodge itself was a two-story structure, with a large fireplace and several small rooms where members of the local elite would gather for hunting and socializing. However, after William Connolly's death in 1729, the building was abandoned for a time, before eventually becoming the meeting place for the notorious Hellfire Club, a secret society of wealthy men known for their hedonistic and occult practices. The Hellfire Club, which was part of a network of similar clubs throughout Europe, was notorious for its wild parties, gambling, and rumored connections to black magic and devil worship. The dark rituals of the Hellfire Club. From the mid-18th century onward, the Hellfire Club gained a reputation for being a place of dark rituals and blasphemous acts. The members of the club, made up of some of Dublin's wealthiest and most influential men, were known to mock religion, dress in bizarre costumes, and engage in behaviors that shocked even the liberal society of the time. The Hellfire Club became synonymous with debauchery, and rumors swirled about what went on inside the lodge during their gatherings. The most infamous stories involve the members' supposed devil worship. It was said that the Hellfire Club held black masses, during which they invoked the devil himself and made pacts with dark forces. Some accounts claim that a seat was always left vacant at their gatherings, reserved for Satan, who would supposedly appear in the form of a man or an animal, often a black cat or a goat. One of the most persistent legends is that of a mysterious stranger who once joined the club's members for a night of drinking and gambling. As the night wore on, one of the club members accidentally dropped a playing card. When he bent down to retrieve it, he noticed that the stranger had cloven hooves instead of feet. Realizing they had been in the presence of the devil himself, the men were said to have been paralyzed with fear, and the stranger vanished in a burst of flames, leaving behind only the smell of sulfur. Another chilling tale involves the sacrifice of a black cat. It is said that the Hellfire Club members once captured a large black cat and set it on fire as part of one of their dark rituals. Soon after, the club members reported seeing the ghost of the cat prowling the grounds of the lodge, its glowing eyes staring at them from the shadows. This spectral cat, known as the Demon Cat, is still said to haunt the ruins of the Hellfire Club, and many visitors have reported seeing its glowing eyes in the darkness or hearing the faint sound of its hissing. The mysterious death of a young servant. One of the most infamous events tied to the Hellfire Club involves the mysterious death of a young servant boy. According to legend, the boy was brought to the lodge one evening to entertain the members of the Hellfire Club. As the night grew more intense, the members' behavior became more violent, and the boy was subjected to cruel and inhumane treatment. Some accounts suggest that the boy was used as a human sacrifice during one of the club's dark rituals, while others claim that he was killed in a drunken brawl. His body was allegedly burned in the large fireplace of the lodge to conceal the crime. Since that fateful night, the spirit of the servant boy is said to haunt the ruins of the Hellfire Club. Visitors to the site have reported hearing the faint cries of a child echoing through the empty halls, and some have even seen the ghostly figure of a young boy standing near the fireplace, his face twisted in fear and agony. Those who encounter the boy's spirit describe an overwhelming sense of sadness and dread, as though they are witnessing the boy's final moments of terror. The Great Fire of the Hellfire Club. One of the most well-known stories tied to the Hellfire Club is the Great Fire that supposedly destroyed much of the original lodge. According to legend, during one of the club's infamous gatherings, a fire broke out in the lodge, possibly as a result of one of their reckless rituals or acts of debauchery. The flames quickly spread, and several of the club members were trapped inside. It is said that they died in the fire, their bodies consumed by the flames before they could escape. Since the fire, visitors to the Hellfire Club have reported seeing ghostly flames flickering in the ruins, especially around the fireplace where the fire is believed to have started. Some have even heard the faint sound of screams coming from the charred remains of the lodge, as if the spirits of those who perished in the fire are still reliving the moment of their death. The smell of smoke and burning wood has also been reported, even though no fires have been lit in the area for centuries. The Haunting of Montpelier Hill. The Hellfire Club sits atop Montpelier Hill, a place that has long been associated with supernatural activity, even before the lodge was built. The hill, once the site of an ancient passage tomb, is said to be a place where druids and other ancient peoples performed rituals and ceremonies. Some believe that the Hellfire Club's decision to build on top of this sacred ground only amplified the supernatural energy in the area, leading to the numerous hauntings reported today. One of the most persistent legends involves the Black Bird of Montpelier, a large and ominous bird said to be a harbinger of death. Those who see the bird are said to be cursed, and many believe it is connected to the dark rituals performed at the Hellfire Club. Visitors have reported seeing the large, black bird circling the ruins, its piercing cries echoing through the night. The entire hill is said to be haunted by shadowy figures, many of whom are believed to be the spirits of those who took part in the Hellfire Club's rituals or met their end on the hill. Some visitors have reported seeing figures standing among the trees or watching from the shadows, only to disappear when approached. The atmosphere around Montpelier Hill is often described as eerie and oppressive, with a feeling that something dark and malevolent still lingers in the area. Modern-day hauntings. Today, the ruins of the Hellfire Club are a popular destination for both tourists and paranormal investigators. The site is accessible via a hiking trail, and many who visit are drawn not only by the history of the Hellfire Club but also by the chance to experience its haunted legacy. Numerous paranormal investigations have been conducted at the site, and many investigators have captured EVPs, electronic voice phenomena, strange light anomalies, and shadowy figures on camera. The feeling of being watched is common, and some visitors have even reported feeling a cold hand touch their shoulder or a sudden drop in temperature as they explore the ruins. Many believe that the spirits of those who perished in the lodge or were involved in the Hellfire Club's rituals are still trapped on the hill, forever tied to the dark deeds that took place there. The combination of the site's ancient pagan history and its association with the Hellfire Club has created an atmosphere of fear and fascination that continues to draw people to Montpelier Hill, hoping to catch a glimpse of the supernatural. Conclusion. The Hellfire Club on Montpelier Hill remains one of Ireland's most infamous and haunted locations. Its history, steeped in darkness and mystery, continues to captivate those who seek to uncover its secrets. Whether you come to explore the ruins, learn about its occult past, or experience the ghostly encounters that so many have reported, the Hellfire Club stands as a chilling reminder of the sinister activities that once took place there, and the spirits that may never have left.